welcome back to the channel. We've been MIA for a long time. Aisha got a lot going on, we see.
Um,
Um, we've been MIA for a hot little minute, y'all. We just time has just not been there, honestly.
we've been some busy ass people, man. But it's like it's always something happening. And then, we you gotta have rest and recovery in the midst of the chaos. And for me, by the time I'm done with my week, y'all, the last thing I want to talk about is anybody. Anybody and anything. It don't be in me.
I just be exhausted. That'd be I don't have the brain power to sit here and try to find videos to further explain topics, and I don't have it. I scroll for leisure.
For real.
I can't. But we do have a couple things to talk about today on the live. We got Danish deception that's been going super viral on TikTok. We'll get into that story. We have a story about
Ray
what else?
J and Princess
Oh
Love.
yeah, Ray J gets arrested on Thanksgiving. Lord have mercy. We got a
He is
story
out. I
about
heard. He is out.
he. We got a story about Neek
Hmm.
and her. I guess something with her child. I don't know a lot about her, but we'll get into that. And there's one other thing that I'm missing.
The proposal. The
Oh yeah, the girlfriend proposing to her boyfriend of 14 years. You know what?
hmm
I don't even know where to start.
the bar is deeply in hell. I guess we could start with Ray J because he was our first person that I think was on the title. So we're just gonna play the clip. If y'all haven't seen it, then obviously y'all be appeared for the first time here. So let me turn this up. These niggas is in there just to chit chat. Anyways, okay, here we go. Bro, now I got my kids in here with me. Like, I'm not like ain't nobody taking my kids away from me on Thanksgiving, bro.
The
They
irony of that statement.
they making threats to me. What's up? What you trying to do? Take my kids? Okay, take your kids. Watch how they cry. So they said, I saw a couple of videos when Ray J opened up the door initially for Princess and her family members. Ray J came to the door with a gun, and that's what prompted them to call the cops from jump. Cause like, you already starting off on 10, my guy. So
Exactly.
that's how we got here with that situation. Take my kids because y'all drunk. Y'all want to drive drunk? Y'all want to drive drunk? Drive drunk. Drive drunk, princess. Right, you just drive drunk. You just pointed a gun. Drive drunk. You just pointed a gun. Drive drunk, princess. Go ahead. You want to take my kids? You and your drunk cousin? Because y'all drunk as and y'all alcoholics? Take my kids then. Go ahead. Who's gonna drive? Tony, he's been drinking too. Driving. Who's been driving? Everybody. I didn't point nothing
Who's been
at y'all.
driving?
I didn't point nothing at y'all. You pointed a gun at us. Yeah, whatever. You pointed a gun at us. Why you waking my daughter up? You pointed a gun at us. Why did you just wake my daughter up? Why did you just wake my daughter up? All I wanted to do was have a good thing. Why did you wake my daughter up? Ray. Because you selfish. You're drunk. You're a woman abuser. You're drunk. Delusional. I'm a woman. That's what drunk people say. Like you're taking my daughter? Grow the fuck up. All right, seriously. Cool. You're not taking my son. Ray. Like, I know you're not taking my son. Hey, don't. Hold on, bro. I swear to God, I'll shoot the fuck out of you. Shoot me right now. Shoot me right now. Shoot me right now. I shoot me right now. Take my son. The kids is right there. Like, they're by the kids.
Literally, what? This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. I kill you. Stop. I kill you. Stop. I know you will. Stop. I'm trying to help you out. All right, good. That literally probably pull up right now. All right, chill. All right, cool. Literally, that one cool. All right, let go. Cool. Let go.
All these extra noises is killing me.
Yeah, because they was tussling there for a second. But so Ray J, the guy, I think that's the cousin. Ray J was saying, I gotta go. I gotta go. Like, I can't, I got this gun on me. I can't, the police is on the way. The police was already pulling up in the like gated facility that he lives in. He was gonna get arrested regardless. I don't think Ray J was supposed to have a gun. I don't know if he got other like convictions that he's fighting or like what's going on with that, but like he kept saying, I just gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. And they was stalling and keeping him in the house so that he could get arrested. So that she can get the kids. Crazy.
Their whole situation. Oh, is it more?
Yeah, it's a little bit more. Go ahead though.
Oh, my bad. Play that part, play the rest of it. Then I'm gonna say my little piece or
Okay.
whatever.
I would never do that. Police said, come outside with your hands up. Well, Ray J at that point started walking away. His phone is down.
And the kids right there, Lord.
Yep. So the rest of the video is pretty much just that, and then the cops come back upstairs. You can hear all of this like in the thing, but the cops come back upstairs or come towards where the phone is at. Because Ray J was trying to get out the house, but they were already in the house. So if he would have ran, we know how black men get shot down. So that's probably would have been that outcome. But they end up getting, but he is out according to what I saw earlier.
Their whole situation has been toxic from the jump. If you've been if you've seen them on Love and Hip Hop, that's where they first were introduced to us.
Yeah.
And Bray J was going back and forth between Princess and Tierra Marie.
Mm-hmm.
Tierra Marie was with him for a good little minute. He likes to say that they weren't together for 9 years. It was just like an off and on thing. No, y'all was together, bro. Y'all was together, bro, for a good little minute. And then within that time frame, y'all may have periods where y'all broke up or did whatever. But um at the end of the day, it was a back and forth. You was choosing to be with
Mm-hmm.
her or you was choosing to be with Princess. And eventually you went on and you got with Princess and then y'all got married and had these two kids. And
Mm-hmm.
they've been getting a divorce for years now. Like
For real.
like they have been getting a divorce for forever. So their whole situation has been just toxic. It's just been a shit show, a hot mess anyway. But the fact that it came the fact that it came to the point where you pulling a gun is insane. Like what is really going on where you felt like you had to come to the door with a gun? What happened before that?
That's the part I don't know. From what I can like understand on the like from the internet, I'm guessing he had the kids longer than he was supposed to. That's what it looks like to me. And she went, come to collect the kids in half day of Thanksgiving. All right, I want to bring them over with me and my family. And he didn't want that. He didn't like that. And by that point, everybody went. So that's what I could see.
Child, it's just a hot. I don't know. Those two really get on my nerves because it's really hard to tell with them if,
Who's like the problem?
but they're both the problem in their own way. But it's really hard to tell sometimes when stuff is for publicity and
Hmm.
when it's actually like real deal shit going on. And I
Yeah.
don't think this was a publicity stunt. I would
Mm-mm.
hope. I don't think that was that. I think that that was genuinely like, um, you know an exchange that went wrong, an exchange that shouldn't have been where you shouldn't have came to the door with no gun. Like you talking
Yeah.
about ain't nobody gonna take you away from your kids. You took yourself away from your damn kids
For real.
because of that dumb decision. And like I was saying earlier before we started this live, I'm like, I understand why Brandy be doing what she be doing and um why she go time periods of time without talking to him because you just be doing you embarrassing me, shaming me and shit.
Yeah.
Child, they need to get that together.
Yeah. Ray J is. It's like he. It's like he's in denial that he's getting older. Like you can't still act like this for the rest of your life. Like at some point you gotta get some self control going on. Maybe even a little bit of rehab. Like
I definitely think he needs rehab and maybe some therapy to figure out
Mm-hmm.
why he's turning to these vices that he has to cope, because whatever he's turning to or whatever he's doing is not helping his situation.
Not at all. Not at all. Let's see. Okay. So the next story, y'all, we gonna talk about this 14-year relationship. So the girl and the guy have been
Baby,
together for 14 years. She came to the internet talking about some she wants to propose to this man. Now, I've seen several people talk about this. And it's like it's getting worse and worse and worse. And as for someone who is a married woman, I would have never proposed to my husband because it- just no. We got to be on the same page. And if it took him 14 years to get you to that point to wanting to do it yourself, to me, that doesn't seem like a man that wants to get married. That's a long time. And y'all got 4 kids. That's a long time. So those are my initial thoughts, right? Let's see.
we gonna she gonna play the video and then I'm gonna say the rest. Say my little portion.
You said what?
I said play the video and then I'm gonna say my little piece portion,
I got
whatever.
I gotta turn my damn phone up because she was talking all damn low.
Today, I'm getting ready to go in the shower, and it's finally hitting me
I bet it is.
that I'm proposing tomorrow to my boyfriend. And I know what everybody's gonna think, and I already know what everybody's gonna say, but honestly, I don't even care. I love him so much, and I know he loves me, and this is just something that I feel I have to do. I really want to get married. We've been together for 14 years already. He hasn't proposed. I know he wants to spend the rest of his life with me. He says it all the time.
Spending your life with somebody and getting married are two different things. Vastly two different things.
Very much.
We're in love, even after this long. So why not? But I didn't actually think I would get nervous. I wasn't nervous. I've had this planned for about a month or so. Tomorrow is the anniversary of our very first kiss ever. And I plan on
Girl,
marrying you tomorrow.
That took me out too. And then in the other video, she got she was like, "This is the tree that we had our first kiss at," and I was like, "This is really like, are
now
you
I've never seen
trolling
this.
us?"
I ain't never seen this video. I've only seen the commentary. So when girl, what the this is a genuine reaction. What the fuck are you?
And it ain't over. She got more to say.
Oh Lord. Spare me the torture.
Oh shit! What happened? Did I scroll off? No. Oh, I'm in the hold on the comments. Oh, come on, TikTok. They be doing these like live sticker things, and they just be popping up. Open TikTok. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back to it.
Now we gotta go back. TikTok be doing dumb shit.
Okay. Hold on, y'all. Small intermission.
It's the end of the day. And I know what everybody, this is just something that I feel together for 14 years already. He hasn't proposed. I know he wants to spend the rest of his life with me. He says it all the time. And we're in love, even after this long. So why not? But I didn't actually think I would get nervous. I wasn't nervous. I've had this planned for about a month or so. Tomorrow is the anniversary of our very first kiss ever. And I
You
plan
sound like
on
a fucking kid.
marrying me tomorrow
It's
on the anniversary of our first kiss.
I
Our
love how she said it again and then smiled at the camera. Like
exactly. First kiss.
we're getting trolled like
Cheese
a
and
motherfucker.
ass.
actual anniversary is the beginning of December, and I was gonna wait until then, but I feel like that's too expected, and I want him to be surprised. So,
oh, he gonna be
tomorrow
surprised.
is the day. Nobody knows about this. The only one that knows about this in my family is my son. And tomorrow I am also going to be asking his dad for his blessing. I'm super nervous.
She took me out. She's gonna ask the boyfriend's dad for his blessing for them to get married. This is it, it's taking me out.
So please wish me luck. It's the end of the day.
She got the complete opposite. Nobody agreed with this bullshit. Nobody. The ring is a nice ring. It's one of them Tuscan rings. That's the kind that Anthony had, but he lost his damn ring. But those are nice rings. They're heavy duty. They're good for men that work. Now, word on the curve is that they still live with her family. They don't even have their own place. They've been racking up babies for 14 years. I don't understand it. Priorities is all fucked here.
I have so many thoughts. First of all, I never will get on my knees to propose to a man. I'm just not doing that.
Mm-mm.
I'll get on my knees to pray. That's all I'm getting on my knees for. Um, I as a single woman myself, as a woman who desires a relationship, um, and as somebody who like wants to actually be in a healthy relationship and things like that, it is very important to date a man who genuinely, or not even a man, but just a person in general, right? Who genuinely likes you
Mm-hmm.
and like who genuinely sees you in their future. I have dated a dude that did not fucking like me.
Yeah.
That shit is not, it's actually not fun because you always will be second or even last until there's something that he needs from you. And you're the first thing that pops into his mind.
Yep.
Like all the time. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that she's even having to initiate the next step is crazy. And I'm not saying that, because I get the whole thing of like sometimes you gotta let women take the lead when it comes to how fast you want things to move. And I get that. But and I'm all for, certain things being non-traditional. But when it comes to marriage and a proposal, to me, that's always been a thing that a man does.
Yeah.
Because he's asking for your hand in marriage. You're gonna take his last name, all the things, right? And it's like 14 years, and you mean to tell me, has it ever come up even once? Has he ever brought it up once about
Right.
being married? Like that, I think that says a lot too. Whoever brings it up the most.
Yep.
Has he even ever said that? And as a single woman, I don't give a damn. First of all, I refuse to be in a relationship for more than 4 years, 5 years, and we ain't made no steps towards a proposal. Not sorry. I'm not doing that. Then we getting older, like we're about to be, I mean, we're in our 30s now, 40s even
Mm-hmm.
at this point. I don't know how old she is, but
She gotta be early, like late 20s, early 30s, I'm sure.
yeah, so it's like we're in our late 20s, early 30s at this point. Like I'm not saying get married tomorrow, but it doesn't take you long to know whether or not you want to marry somebody. It doesn't. You don't need to be with a motherfucker for 8, 9, 10 years to know whether or not you want to marry them. That's just too fucking long. That's too long. And I don't want to hear, oh, well, I need to be in the right financial mindset. No, because
Because
you
they
can be in the
racking up on
mindset.
babies. They
Yeah,
haven't
you
stopped making babies.
exactly. So you mean to tell me you rather get me pregnant first before you get married when really you can walk away from a marriage at any given time. Them babies
Hmm.
is going to I'm forever tied to you when we have kids. Like what? That don't even make sense. Like
Yep.
that you listen, if I ever come to you and I say I'm going to propose, call the mental hospital. 'Cause what the fuck?
Immediately.
Because what is really going on? What are you
I
talking
saw a
about?
lot of people say like, "Where the fuck was her friends at?"
Seriously.
Because like somebody I felt like should have talked her out of this. Maybe she should have had a conversation with other people because her saying in the beginning of the video, "Well, we've talked about, he really wants to be with me for the rest of my life," and but that doesn't scream a man that wants to be married. That doesn't give that to me. That just saying like, "I just want to be with you." That's not giving a commitment. Like marriage is a very long commitment if you make it that, like both parties gotta want it. You can't be married to your damn self. That's not how that works.
That's why I be a lot of single married women because people, and I think there's a difference between wanting to be married and wanting to just be a husband or wanting to
Hmm.
just be a wife. Because wife does have like a certain ring to it, and it does give you certain privileges and it looks good, I think, on the outside. But like,
Hmm.
find you somebody who wants to be married, like not.
Just as much as she does.
Yeah, but not just for the title, but you know, for everything else that it has to offer, that marriage has to offer. Like I'm not
Mm-mm.
I just that girl, our first kiss. What the fuck is you cheesing about? This is weird.
It took me out because in the
Girl, what?
in the video with the ring. Hold on, I'm gonna play a little bit of this video. So there hasn't been a new update, right? Like the latest video is this.
If you're gonna make a video about me, please don't block me afterwards. I wanna see. I wanna like it. I wanna read the comments too. I wanna support.
She basically said the same thing for like over a minute because she now has 31,000 followers on here. She's trying to get her watch time up, but this video is like
I am all ready, but I'm
after
stumped on an
this.
outfit, so help me. First option is gonna be the
So she showed us, her picking out the outfit, but we still haven't gotten the yes. Did he say yes? But she was in the comments
people were asking.
of this video of showing us where she was going to propose to. So in front of their house, under a tree where they had their first kiss, and she's in the comments and she's like, "Oh, we'll do a story time and a little Q&A, if you will, to talk about how he feels about the whole marriage and proposal and all that stuff." But it's like, okay, so why is it taking you so long to post that part? Like, because at this point,
That man told her hell
he
no.
waits. But for real, he must have said something.
That man
'Cause
said hell no. And I would have and see, I feel
If
like
you're
when
gonna
you
make
do shit like this, or were you gonna play some more?
mhm,
When you do shit like this, I feel like you need to go live. We need to see it in real time.
for
We need to
real,
see it in real
no
time.
fucking cuts and
No
edits.
edits, no cuts, no nothing. Because
Mm-mm.
if you were bold enough to get on here and post a situation like that where you're gonna propose to this man, even though it seems like he, even though you've been together for 14 years, I feel like she was the one that was always talking about it and he
Yeah,
never brought it up.
and he
Even though
probably was
you,
sitting there just grinning. Yeah, baby, we're gonna be together forever.
yeah,
That's
and I'm like,
not the same.
you have to do you at this point, bitch, you got to go live. We need to see this in real time. We need to see you
Hmm.
look stupid in real in
For
real
real.
time because now you got people invested. And what you're trying to do is build that following up. You want to let that video keep going and going and going and going and going. So that way when you do
Hmm.
post a story, you can have another viral moment. And it's gonna be real embarrassing if you have to get on here and say he told you no.
I think this video of her responding back to everybody, she posted that 22 hours ago. We still haven't got a new update. So I just need to see the video. I want to know if he was surprised. Was he happy? We ain't got shit. Mm-mm.
And I would have heard nothing about I was in a food coma for Thanksgiving. No. I want to know what the fuck then happened. I want to know if he told you no and called you crazy or if
Hmm.
he went along with it. What did he say?
Right.
What did he say?
And then it's her, like I said, in the damn comments talking about some. You guys will understand more soon. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. No, girl, give us the video. At this point, we're sick of waiting. Like
We
the
already
video done blew up.
understand. We already understand exactly what's going on. We need you to stop bullshit. At this point, he told you no. I'm gonna start coming up with my own theories and make a video.
For real. So that's that one. And then are we gonna do Neek next? Or are we gonna do
Let's do Neek so that way I can, because you know a little bit more about that, and then I'll lead with the last one.
okay. So this next one is about Neek and King. If y'all know remember them from like the YouTube days of Carmen and Corey, DMB Nation, Chris and Queen, all of them. Um, it's that couple. So I don't know in full what happened, but this is Voice for the People or Voice of the People because that's how it's spelled. This is her video. Now I felt like she's one of the most reputable tea time pages from YouTube and TikTok. So this is her video. Nick and her mom was very upset that King had Kaiser around Miss Cindy's ex for Thanksgiving. Previously, I reported that Miss Cindy exposed that she broke up with her ex of 18 years after she found her in Kaiser's bed sleeping with her best friend. Since then, Miss Cindy had to move out of her home that she shared with the ex, and currently Miss Cindy had to take the ex to court because allegedly the ex and the best friend refused to move out of the home. Now, publicly on social media, Miss Cindy and the ex have been going back and forth. They've been saying negative things to each other. So everyone, including King, knows that this is a messy situation. And a lot of people in the comments are saying that he should have talked to Nick first, but it's already too late. Miss Cindy took to social media. She said, "My grandson daddy King Splank, King Fu Panda is a big B. I hate baby mama." King Splank, King Fu Panda. If y'all don't know, King and his baby mom, I don't know if they're married. We're just gonna call her his wife because I don't know. I hear people say both. But him and Lena apparently were in Thailand trying to get like a permanent visa to live out over there for a little bit of time because he went over there because he wanted to practice like it wasn't kung fu, it was like taekwondo or some shit like that. Child, he wanted to be a ninja so bad, so freaking bad, and it ain't really worked for him yet. Like he ain't get that big break. I mean, kids over there in Thailand, I'm sure, are practicing their entire lives to do that. I don't think we could just migrate them over, but
You know, everybody's on dumb shit today. I don't understand what the fuck is
for
going on.
real. So, that the Kung Fu Panda part was funny.
What the fuck, bro? What?
They wild for that. Oh my god, come
Oh,
on TikTok. Whatever. Listen, Daddy, there we go. You just see your son once a year. What the f you on? Dude, taking my grandson to see a head. Every time this little big king come around, he start ish. Dude, stay away. You don't do ish for your son. You must be getting a strap or borrowing money from the head ex. You really have no life. You so miserable with your life. Ask my ex to give you some of those pills, lol, and take a lot of them. Nika and her mom was very upset. So I guess
is his mom gay?
no.
Oh, I
She
thought.
was with a dude for like 10 something years. Um, and their relationship, ended because of the her finding him getting it on in the bed with her best friend.
Oh, I
But it was
thought.
the little boy's bed that they were in. And all the beds in the house, y'all chose this little boy's bed
What the
to
fuck?
do the nasty in. So ever since then, people was like, Neek, you need to, monitor who he's around, especially when he's at his daddy's house. And I think Kaiser is probably like 8, 9. Like he's getting up there. So the fact that all that's going on, they're like, you need to cut that off. And then recently, when Kaiser had went back to school, he went overseas to see his dad in Thailand, and King didn't want to bring him back. He didn't want to bring him back because he didn't have the money. Blana, the baby mama, girl, it's the whole thing. I can go on and on, but
What the fuck? What?
ain't nobody getting along, and it's like every week is something new with them because Neek is dating Dwayne. I think he's a basketball player. I don't remember his last name.
I think they
Bacon. I
got
think it's
married. I
Dwayne
think they're
Bacon.
married.
Yeah. So I don't remember, but they're constantly in the news.
I seen the thing about. I seen only reason why I even knew who she was because um
NBA
NBA
young
Young
boy.
Boy's biggest fan said that it was a song that he made that was about her, and he came on and said that it wasn't. And I found out that she's married to he's a basketball player. Yeah, Dwayne something. I don't know.
Yeah, Dwayne Bacon, Mr. Bacon.
And I was, yeah, that's his name. And I was like, oh, why? I don't keep up with a lot of that because I'd be so confused.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
if you haven't been watching them for a couple years, it's a lot of names, so it's a lot of moving parts at all times.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out is why is everybody on dumb shit today? Why is from Ray J getting arrested to old girl proposing to that dude that don't want to marry you? That's why you ain't made no
Hmm.
other video. To this bullshit about him wanting to be a goddamn ninja warrior and him bringing his baby around an ex-boyfriend what is up with everybody? Like
It's just like everybody this holiday season and it's season is
I don't
fuck shit.
understand what is going on. I don't get it. And I also don't understand how you allow a man that you barely even know scam you out of hundreds of thousands of dollars, you and your friends.
Hmm.
This is the story of Danish deception. It's been going viral on TikTok for the past few weeks, and everybody has had their think pieces. Now, where old girl went wrong and why everybody chewed her ass out why everybody's chewing her ass out on TikTok. Yeah, if you don't remember the viral, like the viral story, there was Risa Tisa and her whole "Who the Fuck Did I Marry" series. I watched all 51 parts of that, and that shit was crazy. But with Risa Tisa took some accountability and was like,
Yeah.
I know the role that I played. And when she started seeing that stuff wasn't going right, she was like, you know what? All right. Because you ain't finna keep on playing with me one too many motherfucking times. So now you're gonna
Hmm.
loop me in on the emails. I'm gonna do my own research and figure out how this shit is supposed to work. And I'll get my own motherfucking car. Since you clearly ain't got the money to do, you know what I'm saying? Like when she started to see that stuff wasn't adding up, she took matters into her own hands and got to the bottom of shit.
Hmm.
You let shit go on. Now, I didn't watch the whole 30-part series. I watched breakdowns of it. And I barely watched them because it was so many fucking parts. But she met this man, Onyeka is her name. She's Nigerian. I think she's Nigerian. She met this man on a trip to Europe with a friend. And off the rip, she's already telling like, oh, we're staying at this Airbnb, or not necessarily the Airbnb, but giving this man their itinerary.
Hmm.
You don't even know him. You don't even know him, and you already telling him where you stay at. They end up apparently after a week, she told the man that she loved him. They end up they're together for a little minute. They get married. He's borrowing money from her and not paying her back. Stuff like that. The short of it, y'all can go watch the whole 30-part series or go watch a breakdown. But the short of it is he's a scammer. He's borrowed a couple $1,000s from some of her friends and never paid them back, on top of the money that he owed her. And she's trying to get on here making it seem like she's a victim. But a lot of people have come out and said, we actually tried to tell this girl that um this man was not who he said he was, and that he was bad news. And she knew
Hmm.
this already and didn't take heed. Now he had a gambling addiction. So a lot of the money that he was scamming from these people went towards his gambling addiction. And how you gonna get mad at the family because the family didn't warn you about his gambling addiction that started 10 years ago? He's a
Yeah.
known scammer. Like he can't go to his home country because he's burned too many bridges there with people. Because like people know his game and know who he is. Like it's that bad for him. And he hasn't stopped scamming at all since they've gotten a divorce.
Hmm.
Has not stopped scamming. You got a video?
I got a breakdown. Yeah. Let me see. So apparently, the Danish deception guy is now scamming people in Tulum. And apparently, he's telling people that he moved from Texas to Tulum because he broke up with his ex Nigerian girlfriend, who was a Nigerian princess. Like, this is happening right now. Like, is he
Yeah,
trolling?
it continues.
He's got to be trolling. Apparently, he has scammed an entire running club of women. How is this still going on? How is this still happening? What kind of judge has he put on these women? Like, now that we know what he looks like, how is this still happening? How is this still going on? Hey, I need to understand. Because apparently these women are still giving him money. Why are they still giving him money? Like, maybe we do need to do a better campaign of like making sure that his picture is everywhere. Making sure his picture is everywhere, because why are women still giving him money?
The gift of gab will always have a man that's moderately attractive,
Oh, he
or
gonna get him some shit.
yeah, like that reminds me of the Tinder
Yeah,
swindler.
he could talk his ass off.
He literally was having them women give him thousands and thousands, jets, boats, plane, train, anything he needed, he
The
had it.
moon, goddamn.
And I'm like, his whole lifestyle, plus his people that was working for him, like everybody was put on because of these women. And then he fucked around and had a baby with a girl, and then was having her go from like place to place with like, when I say having the gift of gab will take you far. So if you have no skills in life, people, listen up. Learn how to talk, okay? Learn how
No,
whistle
seriously.
your way up in that motherfucker.
Seriously. I think, and not even just that, but I just feel like when you know how to talk to people, like
Mhm.
it'll get you into places that your skill set cannot. Sometimes it's
Mhm.
all about before we can see what you can do, we need to know what you know. We need to hear how what you sound like. Um and he's still like I just what the fuck are you saying to these women?
For
And
real.
why are y'all's defense like I've been a dumb bitch and given a dude money that I was in a relationship with, right?
But you was
So
in a
I
relationship.
was, yeah, but still it's the thing of like where are your where is your discernment?
Mhm.
Right? Like I know not everybody in the world is on TikTok. Like not everybody in this country is on TikTok. It's a lot of people that's on TikTok, but it's at the same time a good portion of the population is not on TikTok. So they're not going to
Mhm.
know or understand um how big this story is. Like big stories on here are like non-existent outside of this app.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, you can't expect for people to know about this man.
Mhm.
But whether you knew about him or not, when you're hearing somebody's sob story, everybody gonna have a sob story. And the purpose of a sob story is to get something out of you. It's not dawning on y'all that maybe, we need to look more into it. How the fuck is he still, what the fuck is he saying to y'all that's getting y'all to open y'all fucking wallets and
And how
give
much
this
are
man
y'all
money?
talking every day
Seriously.
for
How
this to be a huge thing? Like,
yes.
and then he's gotten the whole friend group. Is all you bitches done? Nobody's like, all right, y'all. Wait, how does
Don't
our life
nobody got no sense, no common sense, no
None.
street sense, no type of sense at all.
Mm-mm.
Nobody say ain't nobody got nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
Ain't nobody got nothing.
Mm-mm.
I that story, but it kind of pissed me off because she really was trying to make it seem like, she was just a victim and nobody told her, nobody warned her, nothing. And it's just like actually we did. We told you everything. And now I do feel like now somebody had made a video and they were coming at it from a different angle. They were saying that like, Onyeka is a part of a like it's a situation where if you're dating, I feel like dating and being in the black diaspora is one of them things where we're always told to put our education first and then the guys will come, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you are an immigrant and you're dating, I feel like the way you're taught to date is a bit different, or the way you're taught to look at a relationship or your life is different, right? So somebody was using the thing of, if you have an achiever type personality, getting married was an achievement for her. She's checking all her boxes. She's trying to, you know, live her life in the way that she was probably taught. And maybe she didn't date when she was a teenager, so it was really hard for her to be able to have discernment and to know, when somebody is like being untruthful or when things don't sound right. I could see it from that point of view because you have a lot of girls like 16, 17, 18. The white girls, they're already dating and they're already gaining experience. But it's always us who is like, okay, well, you can date once you leave and go to college. But it's like, well, now I got all this freedom. I don't know what I should know. So
Yeah.
now you're 30 years old and you're dating this man and you're not, there are certain things that should be normal or that you should do that aren't. But at the same time, um, and nothing in your mind popped up because they're going like, and y'all, this is the thing, they're going on fancy trips. Like he's financing trips for her.
Hmm.
He whenever he fucks up, they taking a trip somewhere. But I'm like, nothing ever, y'all never had the conversation of what do you do for work?
Hmm.
I mean, shit, at a certain point when y'all been together so long, you got access to the bank accounts. So like you can go in there and see when the deposits are coming. You can go in there and track the paycheck. That never, like, I
Were
don't
they?
know.
Did they have a joint account?
I don't know. See, I haven't watched the full story
Hmm.
from her because like at the end of the day, I'm just like, dude, I don't want to at this point, it's giving, especially when I found out that people were trying to warn her, I'm like, it's giving. I was just a dumbass. Like I had stupid ass bitch written on
I
my
wonder
forehead. Like, you know
how.
what I'm saying? So I don't know if they had joint accounts. I don't know
Because I
anything
mean,
about.
me and Anthony, we don't have joint accounts, so I wouldn't know. Like, if I didn't, physically see him get up and go to work for 10 hours every single day, and then he comes back, but yet there's always money coming in, I would be like, "Are you selling drugs?" Like,
But that's what I'm
that's my first
saying.
question.
You're gonna ask, but see, here's the thing with you though. You and Anthony, y'all talk for a month and some
In 12
change.
days,
This bitch.
it
Y'all
was though.
y'all talk for a month and 12 days.
Listen,
And y'all talk for 42 days. And within that 42-day time span, y'all had conversations about, probably what he did for work. You knew he worked because more
mhm.
than likely he mentioned it in conversation or you asked about it at some point.
I was on the phone with him. He'd be at work, and then
Exactly. You
when he
see what
got
I'm
that
saying?
second job, hell, I was on the phone with him as he was getting ready to go to work, head to work, walking to work. Like, I was always knowing that he was at work.
Always,
Saw
but
the
you knew,
uniform.
but that's the thing. You knew where he was at all times. You knew he
Hmm.
worked. You knew he had a job, right? When y'all got
Hmm.
to the point where he started to live with you, you got to see what his financial habits look like. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You might not have no access to the bank account, and you probably still don't have access to his bank account, but maybe you do. But it's just a principle of when you've been together for as long as they were together long enough. It's like at some point, come on now,
I
you
gotta
you
have
got
real conversation.
you yeah.
But that's
Or
like my little brother. Okay, he was with a girl for probably a little bit under a year and a half, and they briefly moved in together, but he really wasn't moved out of our place. He was at her place a lot more. And it got to the point where I was like, "What the fuck do y'all talk about? Because y'all always arguing, but what? Like the arguments don't go nowhere. They don't lead to nothing." And he was like, "I don't know, man. I don't know. You barely know this girl because y'all don't talk about deep things. It's everything is surface level." And I'm like, how do you be with somebody and y'all don't go deep? Like
exactly.
that's the point of
Ex-
relationship.
exactly. I'm so confused. I'm
And
so
I'm like, the
confused.
proposal girl, like, how don't you know that your man? How do you know that your man want to get married if he just keep telling you I wouldn't be with you for the rest of my life? That's not the fucking same as a lifelong commitment to marriage. Mm-mm.
Because anybody can be a life partner, but a life partnership does not mean married. Like it doesn't mean you want to be married. Some people are okay. I had a instructor when I went to training, independent living training or whatever. She was with a man for like 30 years, off and
God
on.
damn.
She was okay with not being a wife. That's what a life, that's what a partnership looks like.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like to be with somebody for the rest of your life. Um, but for you to say I want to marry you, that's something totally different. Now you can still get certain parameters in place where like because by default you're power of attorney for
Mm-hmm.
Anthony, right? So any decision that's made, his mama can come in there and say, keep him on life support. You say pull that motherfucking plug. They got to pull the plug because
Pull that up immediately.
because you are his wife. So
Mm-hmm.
you are de facto power of attorney. You have the final say. If Anthony went back and put something in writing that said my mom will be the one to have power of attorney or she'll be the one to make my medical decisions or what have you, then that trumps you being the wife because now it's in writing.
Yep.
You can do that, but I'm just saying like that. I don't know how it. She went all this time and like things just wasn't adding up. Then you got friends. He's asking your friends for money, and then you don't even know about that. When you call and ask your friends, hey, did he ever ask you for money? Da, 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 da. Yeah, he did. He told me it's for this, that, and the third. Now you crying, girl, and see shit like that. And if I'm a friend, I would have been told.
Mm-hmm. It's like, are you and all your friends that damn ditzy? Like, what the fuck?
I don't, girl. I don't
Nobody had
fucking
a
know.
brain.
I have not listened to that story time completely because I'm just like I don't understand how this went on for as long as it did. I understand the whole delay in dating and not really having discernment, but even then, even somebody who really don't know too much and who's having, new experiences, if something don't seem right, they're gonna question it.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
she just
hell,
didn't
did she
question
not
shit.
watch movies, read books, watch shows? That what she went through could have been prevented. Like, and then or maybe got advice from people that wasn't her age, because clearly, they were of no help at
Her
all.
I mean, her friends tried to tell her, like people tried to tell her that he wasn't all that. So it wasn't that like she didn't have anybody in her corner. She just chose to come on here and portray a different type of narrative. And she fucked
Mm-hmm.
herself, she shot herself in the foot when she was like, this is the like a Risa Tisa type No, this ain't a Risa Tisa type situation. Cause when Risa Tisa got on here and said, who she told her story, she told everything. Even the
Mm-hmm.
parts where she was stupid.
Yep.
You sit
See,
up
that's
here.
my thing. I prefer someone to be like to hold themselves accountable without somebody having to say to them, "Well, what did you do in the situation?" And it sounds like from this young lady, I think that's the part that we're missing: accountability. We can't just put it all on him. Yeah, what he did is fucked up, but yeah, but you kept agreeing to the shit. That makes you even
Exactly.
more fucked up.
I damn near want to go back and watch the story
Mm-hmm.
just to see because I haven't even watched the breakdowns, but I might go and watch the entire story of this whole Danish deception situation just to see exactly like what the hell was you thinking about?
Well,
Cause
we know
what?
what she wasn't. So.
Long story short, today's live was about everybody being on dumb shit. Everybody dumb things, doing things that doesn't quite make sense. And it's just leaving everybody shaking their head, being like, why?
That
Essentially,
reminds
that's
me
it.
of something Tasha K used to say. I don't know if she still says it, but she was like, the fuckery and the foolery. That's what the fuck this live stream is about. Because what the
Exactly.
fuck?
Literally the fuckery and the foolery. Because what in the hell
From start to finish. From start to finish.
is going on here? I think that's all we got. I think we talked about everything though.
Yep. If we got more, oh my god, now we got it. Well, if we got more, we will come back since today's only Friday. We got tomorrow if something else happens on the internet. If that girl come back, y'all, with an update, trust and believe y'all gonna see us again.
Oh, we definitely gonna
Soon.
come back, and I definitely got to see what he said. I feel like she
Mm-hmm.
definitely should have went live.
Cause somebody gonna get the motherfucking live mic
You
and I'm gonna watch it
exactly, and we're
from
gonna clip
home.
that. Gonna clip it up. You definitely should have went live when you did that shit.
Mm-hmm. We need to see his facial expression and his
in
body.
real time.
That so definitely stay tuned, y'all, for that. Cause we ain't holding back on that one. I saw
Yeah.
somebody say we need to bring back public shaming and hanging.
No.
And she was like, I need you to be hung by your fucking nipples because bitch, are you okay? I felt what she was saying, honestly. I
Now I don't know
understand.
about the hanging part because
She said
we
by
had
her nipples though.
the history with hanging in this country
It is wild. It is
is
wild.
something else. But public shame, a lot of people need to be shamed because
Hmm.
y'all out here doing stuff and you have no shame, no embarrassment, no nothing. Like
Mm-mm.
she
Nothing.
probably got shamed. That's why she ain't posted no video.
You might get a point because ain't nobody that goddamn busy. Not nobody. But that's all we got for y'all today, y'all. This was a good one.
We gonna see y'all in the next one, especially if old girl posts a video.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.